When NBS Productions was approached by the GJAC Clean Air and East Gippsland Group to produce an all-encompassing anti-smoking campaign for the local Indigenous community, they knew from day one that this was going to be a huge challenge.
This was a really broad brief. I mean, the target audience was going to be young people who'd never smoked before, pregnant mums, elders, parents smoking around the kids, in fact, the whole community. And from past experience, we knew that when you tell people stop doing something, being human beings, we say, well, don't tell me what to do, we'll just continue to do it. So we thought about it and we thought, well, we'll try a different approach. We said, why don't we involve the whole community in the making of? And so rather than telling them what to do or what not to do, let the message ripple out, because they're actually involved in the key messages. They're involved in the making, they're involved in getting in and I guess getting their hands dirty in the making of these TV ads. And so that's what we did, and it's just paid dividends. It's just been one of the best things we ever did.
It quickly became apparent that the decision taken by NBS Productions to actually train young Indigenous locals in all aspects of production, involving them in every decision, including being totally accountable to the steering committee, was the right choice. The ABC turned up on day 2 of filming to do an in-depth story on the unique approach. The Bairnsdale Advertiser followed up with a full front page story the next day. And Win TV did a prime-time news feature at the initial unveiling of the TV ads.
It's the first time these teenagers have seen the finished product of their hard work.
Deadly. What does deadly ask? That was my reaction.
After coming up with the ideas, they made storyboards before directing and even starring in the ads.
Took a fair while and we've all put in the hard work.
We started off in a room and we had the whiteboard and we just started throwing ideas out.
20% of all Aboriginal deaths are attributed to smoking. That's something the group is trying to change.
Hopefully send a good message across, especially the youth around our community.
Not only target the individual but family and community, and that's where these concepts are about.
And for Liam Perry, there's also a personal side.
What it meant to me was that I could give up smoking and I can try and get out there and provide a role model for some of the kids and people in the community.
Clean Air Gippsland was made possible by funding from the federal government, and Paul Rose says he's been fielding calls from people around the country, but his most important audience is closer to home.
The impact is using local people. So although these are good to roll across the state and the country, the real impact's going to be here in Gippsland.
Tom Kelly, Win News.
Basically, when NBS Productions come back with the concepts, I think he really drew out the various targets within our community, being the young ones, the parents and the elders, and then us as a mob can change it. So NBS Productions hit it on the head from the get-go, basically. The way we've handled this has been a little different to what others have attempted to do, and our mob wouldn't take too kindly to being sort of preached to, and you know, all the bad image stuff. Like the research shows that the recall for our community, that doesn't work. So the way we've tackled this, the reward, the greatest gift, it's your future, and us as a mob can change it. I think we'll have a really good impact.
It's their first holiday as a family. And paying the bill is no problem.
Hi, I'm so proud of you, and the kids, they've just loved it.
Yeah, I've saved up for 6 months for this.
Cigarettes now cost close to $1 each. That's your family's quality of life gone up in smoke. 20% of all Aboriginal deaths are directly related to smoking.
Smoking, no good, eh?
Today, Gemma is turning 7, but her dad is not around to see it.
I want a present from Dad.
Oh, darling, Daddy's never coming back.
She's 7 today, but the only gift she really wants has gone up in a puff of smoke. 20% of all Aboriginal deaths are directly related to smoking.
Smoking, no good, eh?
Hey
Hey Damien, you going for the job too?
Hey, yeah, exciting, eh? Quick smoke before we go up? Calm your nerves, eh?
Nah, I've got better things to do.
He smokes, she doesn't. She's heading for the top. He's following in his father's footsteps.
Level 2 graveyard. Damien, this is your stop.
Dad, but you're gone.
20% of all Aboriginal deaths are directly related to smoking.
Smoking, no good, eh?
I've never smoked and never will.
My father died at 41. His heart exploded, all from smoking.
No way. I've lost half my family and it really makes me sick.
I stopped when I fell pregnant.
I've quit forever. It's for the mob.
Smoking is tearing our community apart. We can stop this. Quit today.
Smoking, no good, eh?
The biggest thing is probably to step up for the community and do something. We've got our message and we've got it in such a persuasive way that we can use it to our advantage. I felt proud and happy that we done them. Deadly. That'd be about it. Just enjoyed myself, had a great time. Glad I met you fellas.
I don't smoke because I don't want to stuff up my sport, my lungs and have cancer and all that. I feel really proud about it, and I'm really happy that we done this. Yeah.
Being part of the actual crew, I reckon that was the best for me. Being part of it all, being one of the ads and helping out with all the other ads, it's great. Yeah, this makes me feel real proud of myself that I can actually do this stuff. And I've done a little something similar, but not with something that goes on actual TV. Like, I'm real proud of how I've done this. Deadly. It has to be deadly.
Well, we made them ourselves, and they get to be shown on TV. That's it.
Well, in the last 2 weeks I've been approached to present the Clean Air Project at local, state and also at Oceania level. So yeah, before the ads have even rolled out, the word of mouth has gotten out there that us mob here in Gippsland are really doing something that is best practice.
This has been a huge success, and it was a huge success because we involved the community and we talked with them, we listened to them and we involved them, and they in fact made their own campaign. They made their own messages. They told themselves, stop smoking. It's ongoing through Twitter, through the social networks, through USB wristbands where we're giving out the messages on t-shirts, the messages on billboards, so it just ripples through the community.
The fact that the campaign was devised, created, written and involved community members as actors means that they have tremendous ownership, and a great deal of dialogue continues around the subject matter, something that just doesn't happen with more traditional approaches. Smoking, no good, eh? Has proven to be tremendous value for money, with the added advantage that everyone involved was paid above award wages, returning a significant financial stimulus back into the local Gippsland community.
In light of recent comments about the lack of good outcomes with Aboriginal money from a federal and state level, I'm going to walk with my head high with this project. I just hope that this project can get ideally ongoing funding, but if we've got another 3 years funding as a result of what we've been able to achieve, because 18 months of tackling this issue isn't enough. It's taken the wider community 2 decades to go from the wider community's stat was 50%. It's down now under 17%, and the Australian Aboriginal population is currently 50%. So realistically, we need this to be ongoing.
Smoking, no good, eh?